What if I told you that two simple words could change your life? Two words that have launched dreams, built empires, and even rewritten destinies. Hey everybody, this is Crypto Billy. Welcome to BillyGoatTales, and this is Motivational Mindset. Let's get into it. What are those two words? What if? What if is more than just a question. It's a mindset. It's the key to unlocking imagination, courage, and guess what? Taking action. I once asked myself, what if I started painting? That simple thought process in my head, what if I started painting? And it was paired with a I am statement. I am going to start painting. And that, from what if to I am, allowed me to begin taking action. And guess what? I went out, I bought all the painting supplies, the canvases, the brushes, the palette, and I took action based on what if. And I'm sure you have plenty of stories too. What if? So today we're going to explore what if, because I think it can ignite your potential in three very specific positive ways. The first way, what if fuels imagination? And imagination is very important. What if brings the chains of the ordinary and opens the door to the extraordinary and extraordinary possibilities? What if a man could fly? That question gave us the Wright brothers and airplanes. What if we could talk across oceans? That gave us the telephone. Think about your own life. What if you dared to dream bigger? What could you create? When you ask, what if you're not just wondering? What if you're planting the seeds of invention and hope? The next thing I think what if can do, it can build courage. What if turns fear into fuel by challenging the status quo? Example, what if I fail? You can flip that over, always flip it over. What if you succeed? Every great athlete, artist, or leader faced that question and chose to step up. Flip it over, 180 it. The scariest what ifs, like, what if I'm not good enough? Well, you lose the power when you answer that with an action. You can't do that. You have to flip it over and say, what if I am going to succeed? What if I succeed? Think positive. Courage isn't the absence of doubt. Remember that. It's asking, what if I try anyways? And then you got to, of course, do it. I think that's powerful. Courage isn't the absence of doubt. You need to have courage. And I think what if statements builds courage. Number three, what if statements, they drive action. What if is only powerful when it moves you to act. Right here with BillyGoatTales, I had what if statements in my head. What if we decide to write children's books? What if we write those children's books about cryptocurrency and old folk tales? Well, today, BillyGoatTales has published 2 children's books, all based off of a what if statement and then taken action. So what if does drive action? You can say to yourself, what if I started a business? What if I apologized? What if I chased that goal? These questions mean nothing without the next step. You have to take the next step. So as a call to action, like right now, pick one. What if in your mind? Write it down. What if? Whatever is in your mind. Write it down, and then later today, take one small step towards it. The magic of what if isn't in the asking, it's in the doing. The imagination, the thought, turned into the question of what if, turned into the question of I am going to do it, turns into I am going to take action, turns into doing it with persistence and intention, turns into doing it honorably, turns into a community, turns into love, filled with love and passion. and turns into faith with you knowing that you have the ability to get this done. It all starts with the thought, the what if statement, and then I am going to do it, and then taking action. So the magic of the what if isn't in the asking yourself, it's in the doing. So I pose this to you. What if you stopped waiting? What if today was the day that you became the person you were meant to be? The power is all yours. Start asking, start acting, start living. Let your what if spark you in a way that hasn't sparked you in a long time. Let it be your courage. Let it be your push. The world is waiting for your answer. So I'll leave you with this. What if you're just one question away from everything you've ever wanted? If you liked what you heard today, please subscribe to BillyGoatTales. You can find us on YouTube, which is Givers Gain 111. And every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Twitter X, we host a space. Love to see you there. Thanks for stopping in. Have a blessed day.
You can be tough, you can be hard. If you are not a giver, here's my card. There is only one way to win, one way to be well through loving and giving. There is nothing else.